over the past few months, we've seen it attack institution after institution which have been set up to fight corruption or at least introduce a measure of accountability into the system. The CVC controversy was the first of the lot. The shrill attacks on the Comptroller and Auditor General followed. The manner in which there's been foot dragging in the Commonwealth Games issue. These are precisely the issues which, when coupled with a very feeble draft which has been presented by the government to the select committee, raises this question. Now the question is why. It's not a question of will there be joint drafting. The question really is, why did the government present such a feeble draft to the Parliamentary Select Committee? I mean, that's a question which they don't want to answer. And if that involves, if withdrawing it involves a certain, bruising of some egos, they're not willing to take into account. It's the tone and the insensitivity which has soured the whole thing. To my mind, to today, it's been completely vitiated. And why there's such a gulf which exists between the government, and to some extent the political class, and society in general.
So why a feeble draft, extremely feeble draft, and the only version? Why can't we withdraw this and start again, Dr. Singhvi?
Arnab, certainly, although there are very few precedents, the government is entitled to withdraw. I don't think it's unconstitutional or impermissible. You have to ask the government, they have to take a policy decision. I'm not saying it's not possible. It is equally possible that without withdrawal, 3-4 alternative versions are considered. If Mr. Swapan Das Gupta's only concern is improvement, addition, better and better clauses, I think there is absolutely nothing in the jurisdiction of the Standing Committee which inhibits it. Nothing at all. If, however, the object is something else, then it's a different matter. Today, the methodology at most is the issue. I don't think there should be this issue between civil society members in Team Anna and us as far as the basic object is concerned.
No, but there's a
now tell me one thing, how is it that if a very genuine attempt is done over 6 to 8 weeks, which is a highly accelerated time period, looking at every possible element, and for that period the fast is deferred to lend a certain amount of sobriety and quietness, how is the problem?
Because the way they are going to look at it, you are meeting your immediate purpose there, that somehow you end this, you buy more time. 1 minute, you buy more time, you kill the momentum, you kill the momentum, buy the time, muddy more waters, create that kind of a situation. I want to put that question to Abhinandan. Abhinandan of India Against Corruption.
There has to be a draft after 8 weeks. What is up for transparency, criticism, scrutiny?
Okay, let's hear it from Team. Let's hear it from India Against Corruption. Why? What's the problem there, Abhinandan?
I'm glad Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad and Mr. Manu Singhvi and Mr. Prasad have stopped going on with their legalese. This process has been happening for way too long. This afternoon I heard Mr. Singhvi say that if the mind is clean and there is a true intent to do something, it will be done. He spoke generalities, not one specific. Let me again say, Anna did break his fast in April when a specific was sent. There hasn't been any specific. Mr. Singhvi has been going on in generalities. In fact, in the afternoon he said, I'll have to check whether the government draft can actually be withdrawn. I hope he's checked. Can it? If it can, are you? If you are, then are you putting the Jan Lokpal bill? Not a single specific. I'm amazed at their attempt to still talk such, I'm sorry for the use of the word, but nonsense, which is no specific is being put out that this is our formula for a man who's fasting for 7 days. They say they are sensitive to the needs of the people. They say they are sensitive to what Anna is saying. Not one specific formula has been put out. They're saying you're being too rigid. Arvind has said from the stage, come right now, come on stage, let's talk about what you want to talk about. When we say make the transcripts public of the discussions that happened inside, so that this entire legalese, which is actually Greek to me, but Mr. Shankar Prasad and Mr. Singhvi seem to be enjoying so thoroughly, was going on. Make those transcripts public. Let people see what Chidambaram said, what Sibal said, what Arvind said, what Prashant said. Make it public so that we don't have to listen to this every night. Come up with a solution, come up with a specific. And again I say, when a specific was sent to Anna in Jantar Mantar, he did break his fast. It is, I mean, you're not fooling anyone, Mr. Singhvi, by these convoluted jargon that you give about the legal aspects of this can be done, that can be done. Something can be done in 20 ways. Which way are you wanting to do it in? Give a specific. And not one has been given.
Arnab,
and this, if they still think that the people buy this, if they still think that they say we will look at the best option, what is the best option? As a filmmaker, as a writer, let me tell you, there's nothing as a final draft. If anyone here thinks they'll come up with a perfect draft and then everyone will say, wow, that is perfect, not a single thing is wrong with it. Even Aruna ji, who I respect very greatly, after the draft is done, give 3 months, give 6 months, give 9 months, the 3 options that Mr. Singhvi gave. That the parliamentary committee can discuss in 3 months, they can ask for one extension.
Let him respond because I'm running short of time. Abhinandan.
12, 2 years and still there'll be some genius.
Abhinandan, you made a good point. To be fair, I need to...
What is the specific? What is the specific offer?
Point is understood, Abhinandan. I'm giving Abhishek Manu Singhvi a quick response. Yes, please. Be specific, he says.
Don't give me a quick response, because after unleashing only vituperative abuse and then adding great compliment to it by saying a good point, I'm aghast. Mr. Abhinandan seems to suffer from a problem about his own opinion, which he thinks anybody controverts or disagrees with requires the term nonsense. If he doesn't like to hear this nonsense, he should not come to such programs or not watch them. He obviously comes because he likes the look of his own face on such programs. So let him not be in a state where he has begun to think under the shelter of Mr. Anna Hazare, who obviously has a different image, that he is God himself, that he is infallible himself, and that he can come on your channel and abuse at will. I reject such self-opinionated nonsense which I have just heard, and I don't think I want to ever be seen on a program. And had I known that a person like him was there speaking such vituperative abuses,
Mr. Singhvi,
I certainly would not have come.
Singhvi, let's. I want to take that part of it aside.
No, don't say it now. Don't say it now. Here is a person who thinks that if his view is controverted, everybody else in the world is idiotic and he is sensible.
No, I want to remain to the substantive part, Dr. Singhvi. The substantive part of the discussion. I hope you don't walk out.
No, thank you.
Okay, Dr. Singhvi.
Of course I'm walking out and I'm not going to come ever again unless you have this nonsense stop.
Okay, Dr. Singhvi, thank you very much indeed. I think I will just take a quick last point from Ranjit Kumar. I think tempers are getting extremely high here. Ranjit Kumar, way out. At this moment, way out.
What I'd like to say, Arnab, is this, that both the Congress is fighting behind the BJP and BJP is fighting behind the Congress. That is why both of them are questioning each other on their own points without adhering to what should be done and what ought to be done. You know, it can't be just, you get like 2 lawyers fighting in the court on a court case law, and one says this is my point of view, the other says my point of view, I question you, you give the answer, you give the answer, we'll see who wins. The judge will decide. The judge today is the public. They are forgetting that. The judge is public, so why should both the parties be fighting behind each other?
I think we are indeed seeing, you see, I think we are indeed seeing a strong polarization of opinion, but I think that's what democracy is all about. Democracy is about polarized opinions, and everyone's opinion has to be given its due space. Now, I don't want to make it political, but Mr. Prasad has raised his hand there. I'm going to quickly wrap up. Mr. Prasad, very quickly, please.
No, it is grossly unfair that you make every debate BJP and Congress. This is not done. Today, the country is agitated in the fight against corruption. We have to respond to that, and that semblance of sanity also remain on your channel, in your debate. My party doesn't want it to be a Congress versus BJP. The concern of the people is indeed very important. And the last point I would like to make is, yes, Annaji's health is now troubling us.
Yes.
It is time the government takes note of that and comes with a very serious kind of a dialogue to end this whole logjam and respond to the urge of the people who want a very effective Lokpal.
Sure. Mr. Prasad, the questions are put to the BJP and the Congress because they are the 2 major parties of the country, and hence the questions are put there. Let's see what happens with the Anna fast. As of now tonight, have no doubt about it, it's a complete logjam.